Recording in progress.
Hi.
Hey, how are you doing?
Alrighty. I was on at 3 because I'm like 2, 3, I don't know, and I didn't know if you got my messages, so that's why I was like getting a little frantic. I was because I didn't hear from you.
Yeah, no. I see the messages. I just don't always send them when my clients ask them
Yeah.
because I'm busy all the time.
Sure.
So I'll send it, but don't worry. Rest assured, I will send them to you.
Oh no, and I wanted you to know I wanted the thing because I didn't hear from you after that. I know you're busy.
Yeah, no, it's good. I'm glad that you do that because sometimes things in the past have gotten lost,
Mhm.
in the emails and stuff. So that's really good. But yeah,
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Well, you pulled the card, and I'm like, how does he read my mind and know what I'm thinking? Because I'm a very weird person, and you have been for 5 years, so I'm like.
You're so sweet. Yeah, no, I'm literally grateful for you and Tom and the kids, and so I was just like I'm glad that you set up a reading. So
Yeah.
let's see what comes up from
Okay.
spirit around you. Okay.
I didn't know if it was too soon, also, but I'm like, oh, of course I want to talk to you.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I'm actually in Houston. I'm dog sitting right now.
Oh.
I'm pet sitting, so this is not my shindigs.
Oh.
It's one of my friend's house. So I'm kind of like in the process of moving to Houston,
Uh-huh.
and so this was a good test run for myself to see what it would be like living in Houston. I like it, but I also miss my hometown of Victoria because it's smaller and it's a lot less hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
But I'll be going back Thursday or Friday, probably Friday or Saturday back to Victoria, which I've been 2 weeks away from my house, so electricity should be lowered.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's been hot here in Texas, like really hot.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart, let's see what comes up for you.
Okay.
So the thing is with the star card, it's about hope. So I feel like you've been feeling down energetically, or you've been feeling just like a variety of emotions, but just not feeling yourself 100%.
Right.
And so a lot of this has to do with a lot of the cosmic shifts that we're having in the world, but also everything else that's happening in the political side, on the in the front of the economy. Everybody's feeling it. I know for myself this week, it's been very hard to sleep at night. I've been waking up periodically, like at 2, 3, 4. Also, I've been having a lot of tummy issues, where like you're just the digestive. So a lot of us are being hit in different ways. So if you've been having any health issues like that, a lot of this is is energetic. But if you haven't, that's good.
Yeah.
I do see the 10 of Pentacles, so this is about money, and I feel like there's a lot of focus on money right now for you, like where is it coming, how's it going to come in, that kind of thing. I also see the Tower card, so the Tower card is a little bit of the destructive, kind of like, it feels a little chaotic at times, with what's happening with Tom, because I know that he's been very weird. They're talking about him being kind of weird, energetically disconnected, more moody.
Yeah.
And then the kids also, you being affected by the sun, your son. So I see like a lot of focus on the children right now.
All of them. Except Ariel. Except Ariel's sick with mono, and so is Dylan, and they just moved to a new apartment.
Oh my God, they got mono?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they're very careful.
Yeah, they got to be very careful with that. That's not good. So the King of Cups is like, this is like a new, okay, so I'm not saying that you would cheat on Tom with anybody, but what I am seeing is like there might be an interest in somebody new. And this could be more like a friendship, not, anything romantic.
No.
But I definitely see like a younger male kind of like taking fancy over you, or like interested in you as a friend, or getting to know you as a friend. It's harmless, but I feel like it's like your energy is being shifted. It's like you're having to find, when I tune into you in this house, the vibration that I feel is almost like this is your safe space, but it also drives you crazy just being there. I feel like at times like you just need to get out, like an escape, but it just feels like this house, the whole day can go by and you can be, looking at videos and doing things, and then your whole day is just gone, in a flash of a second.
Right.
So I see you trying to make money, and I feel like things are going to improve with the Nine of Pentacles with you as time progresses, but you're going to have to be patient.
Okay.
I do see some lies and some manipulation, so I think this is your son.
Okay.
Lying and not wanting to get the help that he needs, although he said that he's checked himself in. And the death card is like, it almost feel like the death card, like this is telling me like there's an ending, there's a transformation that's going on, but also the world card. So a lot of it is changing for you. I feel like you've questioned whether or not you want to be with Tom, for the remainder of your life here on Earth. I feel like there's a lot of questions like you're having because honestly, you're a woman. At the end of the day, we're still human. You're a woman, and just so, like if it was me, I'm a man. We have needs, and we just don't want to be with someone that's always irritable, or always like getting angry at us. So I feel like you're at a crossroads right now where you're asking yourself, do I want to stay in this relationship? But if I don't, like, would I be able to make it on my own? I think that you would struggle right now, and I think it's more viable to stay in the relationship. But I do think that it's going to be up and down. It's going to be a lot of ups and downs where you're not happy, and you're just like, you're tired that your husband, the one that used to love you or be very loving and stuff, he's not always there. Like, it's almost like this is a new person that I feel like he's in a new phase himself. So it's like, I don't feel like there's a lot of intimacy or affection. I feel like there's a lot of like just like nagging you and like trying to control you. And like I just feel like on some levels like he also he's going through changes himself. Could be like a midlife crisis. Is he still working, or is he retired already?
He's retired, and I guess he feels like he wasted his life supporting my first kids, and they're very ungrateful, except Ariel and Angelica that just graduated and have a good future. And Ariel found the love of her life, like you said, but Angelica hasn't, and she's gone kind of religious and anti-psychic for now.
But Ariel is the one that was connected to, Ariel is a child of Tom, right?
Yes, and so is Angelica.
Angelica, yeah.
Yeah, you know them.
Yeah, I know Angelica is anti-psychic, but with Ariel, I know that she believes.
Yes.
I do think that you'll be successful if y'all try to work on this, but it's going to just be ups and downs. I think for him, it's just that he needs to find motivation. What does he do during the day when you're having, like when you're at the house? What does he do?
He hasn't been feeling well. We went to my Ariel graduated May 22nd, and on the 22nd of June we had a family party, which was 2 graduations, and none of my kids, they ignore me, but I go to see the grandkids, and they've always been very ignoring of Tom. And one daughter, Jennifer, got a Labubu doll for her 4 kids, and she hates me, and she's the one that estranged me for 3 years, doesn't tell me when kids are born, and then she came at me because on her saying happy birthday to her son on WhatsApp, who's 2 years old and doesn't read. She made a whole brouhaha with the family saying I forgot my grandson's birthday, blah, blah, blah. And Angelica's was late too, but I made him a movie. She's like 2 words, but she lies all the time. And I don't understand why she always has... She makes grudge after grudge and lie after lie for many, many years. And I was told it was witchcraft when I first met you. Seth and Pam both said that a woman did witchcraft, and you helped me with that a long time ago, and it hasn't changed. She has deep, deep grudges against me, and anything I say is twisted around and found fault. But it's grown where the whole family pities her. And Tom said my older children have victim mentality, and my family is jealous of me for whatever reason, and they think I do nothing. I don't explain myself. I've had 13 jobs. I work my entire life. I can't have one moment of peace, so I'm upset, of course, at all of them, and feel like I wasted my life,
Yeah,
so I am helping somebody, like you said, a younger person that came up on my TikTok. And it's funny because you always said you're going to find something online and, something there. And first I thought it was the priest. And then I'm new to TikTok, but a guy came up, 27 years old, and he was headbanging to all the songs that I learned to play when I was younger, but I forgot. And he plays 6 nights a week for 3 hours. So I started following him and tapping and making little videos on my TikTok for him. And then he disappeared all of a sudden. I'm like, this guy knows 180 songs, and I know 150 of them. I'm not as good as him, but I'm never bored watching because I'm always learning and I memorize things. And I never get tired of watching certain songs or guitar for some odd reason. That's just me. And he plays, it's too many coincidences, like 25, like coincidences. So I think you're talking about him. And now he's like my little protege now where I'm helping him for no reason. But he's also sending people to follow me, and I'm showing off my memorabilia. And when you said about the T-shirt collection, he said one day, because he plays rock and roll and stuff, Guns N' Roses, Aerosmith, all the heavy metal bands, and the weird songs that only I like. Nobody in my whole life ever gets what I get. They just think, but that's me, you know what I mean? I just like that. And he is. So he's like a twin of like the exact same songs, weird songs. And so I helped him, and then I had memorabilia and t-shirts. So I did go through my t-shirts, and I sent him 3 for free. And then he showed it off online and said, Liz heard me say this and sent this to me. And I didn't know him that well, but I said, you can have them, you know? And I went through my whole t-shirt collection, which was crazy. And who else has one, right? And then on his birthday, he had a near-death experience in the last 3 weeks in bed and got an allergy and shit like that. And he almost died, and he has drug problems. But I'm trying to like show him that he's super gifted and don't waste it. Nobody plays like you. And I'm trying to help him and encourage him that you're better than the people I follow. So I sent him a birthday gift, and then he showed it to everybody online, and now they all started following me, and they support him and keep giving him money, like Sloan Bella. You know how people keep giving you money? It's weird. So that's the guy you're talking about. But he's 27 years old, and I said, you're like the son I wish I had. You know, and that's it. So so it happened very fast. But now he like totally trusts me because I'm the only one who went out of my way to help him. And he was dying in bed from allergic reactions from phenobarbital. So don't go to the hospital, and that's why I'm asking you. Ariel went 3 times, and so did Dylan. They gave him the wrong meds. They're sloppy, you know. So I'd rather ask you and pay the money.
Yeah.
So that's what that is. So you were right about that. And
good. I do see some new beginnings for you, so I do feel like things are going to start improving for you. But I do feel like there's the lies from not Angelica, but I mean Angelica and your son.
Son. I don't talk to him. He talks to Ariel.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I feel with Angelica, let's start with her.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's witchcraft that that's affecting her now. Whatever was done is gone. And I hate to say this, I feel like sometimes there's some of our family, our children, that come into this life in their darker souls. Now, I'm not saying that Angelica is that, but I do feel like she has some of those tendencies, and I feel like a lot of it is her having spiritual gifts, but she's not knowing how to control them. So she's absorbing a lot of the negative energy that's around her, and then she takes it out on you.
Yeah, all the time. We can't even be in a room together. You know, it's terrible.
I know, because she's like trying to
one up me.
One up you or tell you what to do.
All the time.
Talks down.
Yeah, exactly.
Talks down to you,
all
and
the
it's
time.
almost like, and I feel like with her, she needs to know. She needs to respect you, but she sees Tom sometimes not respecting you, and I think that she thinks it's okay because Tom doesn't respect you sometimes. He he like is condescending to you, you know. But your intuition is on point. I do think that your spiritual abilities are picking back up. I feel like you're seeing things for what they are, and pay attention to your dreams. I do feel like you feel like this with your family. You're very hurt, but you're still surviving, and you're strong. And I do feel like sorry.
All right.
Within 3 months, I feel like you're going to start making some more money. So it could be through your TikTok. It starts being monetized, or you start earning some money.
No, I only have 150 followers, but at least I have 6 friends that like all my posts, because I post whatever I'm venting usually, or jokes or something. I just post whatever I believe, and I try to post something positive, but I post bad things too, and then my family's mad and saying, take that down, take your vicious posts about the family, because I put family, frenemies, narcissists, shit like that I mostly posted, which is true. The shoe fits, you know, I didn't name them, you know what I mean? So they're all after me. And now I'm staying out of the WhatsApp and not reading it. I just have to leave it on. And so I don't want to read it because my brothers made them all into victims, woke victims. And yeah.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
I do see you putting in the hard work to try to, get your memorabilia out there.
Yes.
I do feel like you carry a lot of weight with your family.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there's just so much negativity there. But I do feel like down the road you're going to meet a darker man. And this is going to be somebody that is has money and is romantic for you. The thing is with Tom, I don't know. I pick up health issues already. I pick up I feel, and I'm not saying that he's going to pass anytime soon, but I do feel like he's tired from this world. Like when I tune into him, like he's just tired. And so I see him feeling trapped in this marriage too. I feel like at times he's like, I hate you, or like he'll
Yeah.
say things that are hurtful.
Yeah.
And I think it's just he's acting out of like um, not knowing how to control his energy because he's tired and he should not have stopped working. He needs to do something part time, at least to keep his energy moving. So I feel like he'll go back to work to do something part time, but being in the house and just being moody is not going to help him. His health is going to go down like this.
He's been sick for a month, and he has this idea of going to China. I think I mentioned to you because he saw a Polish psychic who found 600 children and is always right. And he just said to him, for some reason, I see you making money in doing something with China, like with teaching or something. So he's trying to learn Chinese, and he doesn't have a very good memory, and he can't multitask like me, but he has it in his idea to go to China. I'm like, what are you going to do there? You don't have a job. They don't learn teaching English like that anymore, and he won't listen to me. So I'm like, oh, he must have a death wish. And I said, Tittle and all them have floods over there. They had COVID. They killed their own. He doesn't believe me. And I'm like, what
No. Over there, the quality of life, even though they're advanced in a lot of technologies, he's going into a dictatorship.
Yeah.
Where you have no rights. Everything that you do is controlled by the government. It's what you're watched.
Right.
You can't. You step out of line, you're gonna die. They're gonna punish you.
Yeah, he wasn't offered anything. He doesn't know Chinese, and he just feels like he wasted his life. And he said, I got a teaching certificate or something online because maybe he feels like he didn't do what he wanted and wants to say he did something, even though he doesn't have the energy because he's been sick for a month.
He's living with a lot of regrets and stuff.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this is the life that he chose, and I think a lot of this also is like the passing of his. Who was the one that passed?
His
recently?
mother.
Was his mother? Yeah,
the
mother's passing
during COVID.
I feel like it put him in a downward spiral, and he has not yet gone through the grieving process. So a lot of it is affecting you because now he's taking it out on you. Because I feel like he always said, you didn't like his mom, or like I feel like he's made comments like that. Like you don't like his mom, or like if he doesn't like, he'll say like, I feel like he feels like he should have spent more time with his mom before passing. But the thing is that he chose this life. He chose you as his wife, and he has kids, and so he has to be okay with his life here in America. That's how it is.
And he
now.
has everything he wanted. We have a nice house. We have peace and quiet. The kids are gone. It's me and the dogs. We just have to repair things, and we could sell the house, like you said. And that's the other thing I want to ask, because it is too big and too much yard work and stuff. But it's in a safe neighborhood in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah, where do you live again, New Jersey?
I live in Pennsylvania in Bucks County, which is near Doylestown, but it's near the Revolutionary War where Lenape Indians were and all that. So that's why the land's a little haunted.
You need to be moving from there. I don't know why I said New Jersey, but I feel like
I used to live there.
Yeah. Huh?
I used to live there, but we're both retired, and in New Jersey, they charge you 20% more income tax. Here, we pay no income tax, so we would lose money going there from his pension.
Kind of like Texas, we don't pay income tax either. We just pay state sales tax, or like local taxes, and then we'll pay federal.
Mm-hmm.
But every state's different. Here, we don't pay the state income tax like California, New Jersey, that area. But I do feel like you're going to have money down the road. Don't ask me how. Unless Tom has an insurance policy.
No, the stock.
Happens.
The stock. RGBP, they just said they got some financing, but it's down the road. And I also checked with Pam, and she said, yeah, they're waiting to make big money on that. So you should buy some too, because it's only 5 cents from like $8, RGBP.
Yeah, well, I see the chariot card. So you are going to move to answer your question about the move. I do see a move down the road for you. I do feel it's going to be good. And it might not even be on the East Coast. To be honest, it could be somewhere near Arizona, somewhere like that area.
Well,
but I know because I see it. Well, if you look at this card, I always look at them. They kind of show me it's very desert-like. So it could be Colorado too. I don't know, but somewhere where there's mountains or like rocky terrain. But I feel like anywhere else other than where you're living would be better too, because I think that your time in that city and that state is already like over. I feel like that's what Tom is also needing, like a change in environment. I mean, Florida would be good too, but I feel like there's just like a move that needs to happen for you. I do see you also struggling with depression, kind of like getting into your thoughts, and like the days pass by. But I feel with the Ace of Wands, like there are new beginnings, and I do feel like I feel like Angelica. Does she have any kids right now?
No, she's 25 and single, but she has a job in New York and she's trying to leave. But she has a contract
Yeah.
for one more year, and I'm afraid because it's dangerous there.
She'll leave, but I feel like she's gonna. I feel like Ariel's gonna be the one that gets pregnant before her.
Uh huh.
So I feel like Ariel could make you a grandmother within the next 2 years or less.
Oh.
So it could be happening sooner than later, which is a good thing. It will be a blessing for her. It's not a bad thing.
Right.
But I do feel with the Ace of Pentacles, like I feel like Ariel's gonna help you too. I feel like at some point Tom is just going to walk away from a lot of this. And so again, I don't know for sure if he's going to go somewhere and like leave you, but I don't think that he would just make a bad decision like that. I think that what I'm seeing more so is not him leaving you, but like checking out already mentally, like which is what he's already been doing.
Right, we live separately, separate rooms. I barely talk to him. Anytime I tell him, he tells me to shut up. He doesn't want to hear anything about the news, and I'm like, okay. So I talk to strangers on TikTok that agree with me.
Yeah. Hey, that's fine. At least you have somebody to talk
exactly.
to.
I made that kid made new friends because he was so touched by my gift. All of them started following me because he was almost dead.
When I'm in Victoria, I'm not like around my friends. Like I have my friends right now that I've been here for 2 weeks. And Houston, I have them here. They live here in Houston, so I get to hang out with them.
Yeah.
We had dinner last night. A group of friends came over, and I cooked for them, and we had dinner. But
nice.
when I'm in Victoria, I'm like you. I don't have anybody. And I just make the most out of just like talking to them over the phone,
right?
Or, doing my videos, making my bracelets, and looking forward to the next trip that I have to Houston.
Yeah.
But for you with the King of Wands, I definitely feel like you're going to meet other men, other people, and you're going to have friendships and connections. And I feel like they're very spiritual too in nature. And I think that a lot of like what we've said, about what's happening in the world, I honestly feel like it's going to come to pass. The Sun card though is telling me like to tell you everything's going to work out for your greater good. Everything's going to be okay. Even though it seems a little bleak and seems like things are not working out the way that you'd like them to, they will be. And your dad comes out in the reading, so I really do feel like he's around you a lot and protecting you, from it. And I see happiness in the end, but I don't feel like this is like a partnership with Tom. Like I said before, I feel like it might be somebody else, down the road that makes you happy, that has the same interests as you, music, supports your endeavors. Because I feel like in a healthy partnership, your partner should always support your endeavors, and not like say they're full of shit or like they're dumb, because they're not. With the Hangman, I feel like you kind of are going to be in a little period. Over the next few weeks, there's going to be a little bit of confusion. You're going to feel a little stuck. But I do feel the Devil card that there is something a little bit larger at play here. And I feel like what was haunting y'all or plaguing y'all in the past is still in the area. And I'm not saying that it's paranormal activity, but I do feel like there's still something from the other side that is like an entity that is trying to break up you and Tom. And sometimes I feel like Tom gets taken over by spirits, and it's not him talking to you in that moment. It's a spirit talking to you that's controlling him, that kind of like steps into his body. So I do feel like at some point, like you might need to just amp up on the prayers and do another house cleansing of the space, because that will help a lot,
Do you think he's being told to go to China because something is trying to kill him? Because he was told, like, if he lives past 68, he thought he was going to get cancer. He might live till 80. So he's around that age. He was born in 56. So he just passed 68.
Yeah, 56.
It doesn't make sense at all. My whole family left China. Why the hell do you want? You have no job there. He doesn't listen.
Go back to China. No, China is a big mistake.
Yeah. He won't listen.
I do think that he's getting overtaken by some entity. I really do think that it jumps him.
Okay.
So he's going to have to fight it. Does he wear anything like a crucifix or like a rosary?
No. He has it in his room from people, but he doesn't like to wear jewelry.
Yeah.
And I said, make sure you leave all your papers when you go. You know what I mean? And I don't know. He's just obsessed with that.
He needs to wear a Saint Benedictine medallion.
Okay.
And if you don't have one, you need to wear one too for protection.
I got tons.
Because I literally feel like he's being controlled by spirits.
Oh, wow. And is it from family members or anything that jumped on him? Because my sister's evil boyfriend hugged him, and I'm like, that guy's a demon, like.
No, these are from this is demonic in nature, but it's from like the past whatever. Remember in the very beginning of was in the house and you were doing the spirit boxes and stuff like that.
I
That
never
stuff
did a
is
spirit
gone.
box. I don't use
But
spirit.
not spirit box. But you know what I mean when you were like doing the EMF or whatever, and you were asking questions. This was back in the day. I don't know if you remember. You were
Uh,
you were talking to spirits and then recording them, and you could hear them when you went back and played it back.
that wasn't me. I don't
Yeah,
do
no, it
that.
was.
I've only done like Chinese, the Oracle I Ching once. I don't do that. And one time I had those things in my those rods in my hand and they spun by themselves and I threw it down because I got scared. But Ariel does your Oracle cards and I did your Oracle cards years ago. But Ariel
I thought
uses
that one
that.
time, I swear to God that I remember you in the very beginning years ago,
Uh-huh.
before you even met Pam, that there was a moment where you were doing, or maybe you were watching. That's what it was.
I
You were
watch
watching
ghost
people
shows.
that were watching. Yeah, you were watching. Okay, so
All
I
of them.
stand corrected.
Yeah.
It was the Ghost Adventures and stuff. You
Yeah,
were
I
watching that
watch them,
kind of
but I
stuff.
didn't do anything.
So I know that there was a lot of activity in the
Yeah.
house at one point.
Right.
I think that something from the ether is coming back, and it's kind of controlling Tom.
Oh. Wow.
So he might need to have like a cleanse done on him.
Mhm.
I think that might help him, but
Mhm.
I definitely feel like there's something there.
Mhm. Oh.
But he will be okay.
Okay.
It's just like I feel like you're gonna have like ups and downs with him.
Yeah, I just try to stay away from him, and then the other thing is you went last time you mentioned about the weed. I mean, I don't think it works too good. I tried to get gummies. I've gotten like concentrates. I made it into a tea. Is that helping me or not? Because I think it is, but maybe I'm. Or is there something else, or is there some kind of food that I'm eating that's making it worse, or, you know,
Making what worse?
like my health or energy wise. See, when I smoke weed, I
mean,
have
I feel like
energy.
you have good energy. I
Yeah.
feel like you have good energy, but I feel like sometimes when we are a little bit sober from that stuff,
Mhm.
like for a lot of people, it's different. So because I was doing this weekend a sound bath meditation, and there was a group of black girls all there, and one of them said that she felt very connected to. When she does weed, she feels more awake, like spiritually connected,
Mhm.
and more at peace. And for me, I've heard a lot of the opposite. Like sometimes when you're sober and stuff, your third eye is actually very clear and you have more mental clarity, and it could help you. But I mean, you've been doing it for years, right? Like smoking.
My whole life,
So it's
on
like,
and off. Yeah.
yeah, like so. I don't think that it's affecting you. I feel like you're very stable, and I don't think that it clouds you. I think that it helps you sometimes, maybe with your health.
Right. That's what I thought. But you said not. They were telling me not to smoke, and so I was.
At that time, so every reading is different. At one time they might be telling you, a couple of days ago or weeks ago when I read you, they could have said
Mhm.
don't do it at that time. But I think if you do it just in moderation,
Yeah,
not
like one
every
joint a day. I take like a hit, and then like one
Yeah.
joint a day. That's it.
Yeah, I'm thinking if you skip one day and do it one day and skip another day,
Yeah.
you're going to see the difference. If you can start that way and then kind of like try to do one day and then skip 2 days and then start another day, again, and kind of like slowly try to wean yourself off of it and see how you feel when you're off of it
Mhm.
versus when you're on it.
Mhm. And I'm more creative, and I get good ideas.
Absolutely. So continue to do what you're doing. You're not
Yeah.
wrong. I just feel like you need to do a cleansing, burn some Palo Santo through all the house. Make sure you open up a door, and I think everything else will fall into play. And if you need me, I'm always here for you.
Okay. And with the stock, should I continue to buy more? Because I bought I've been putting in $50 a month. And then Pam said it should take like 2 years or something or more, and that they're waiting to test it, and that they're going to jump in when it's going to make money for all those big people. That's why they're delaying it. That's what she told me. So maybe you want to get some, because that should be. I don't think I thought of this for no reason for years. I keep seeing numbers every single time.
Yeah, no, just keep at it and see where it goes.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'll look into it myself as well.
Yeah, Regen Biopharma. Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. And
You take care,
all right.
and I will send
Thank
you
you.
a copy of this.
okay.
Bye,
Thank
Liz.
you. Take care. I'll write your review.
You
Thank
too.
you so much. Love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.